Hi everyone, we're on the train to Unravel with the gang.
Claire.
I'm Karin.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Currently on our layover, we need to change trains, but I thought we should all have a little outfit of the day because we're all wearing knits. I'm wearing my Sweetheart by Kika in my favorite color and my knitter bag. What's in my bag is coming later. Let's see what the gals are wearing.
Hi, I'm Claire. I am wearing Woozy by Celine's Suki sweater and skirt number 1 by My Favorite Things Knitwear, both in Araconite Aran tweed. And then the skirt is held with Isager Alpaca 1. And it just feels very autumnal and fun.
Hi, I'm Karin. Today I'm wearing the Sea Glass by Wool and Pine. And it's basically a stranded colorwork, 1x1 stitches with a contrasting ribbing. And yeah, it's a really nice project. If you like colorwork, if you like just, working with both hands, this is the best pattern.
Hey guys, I'm Katie Snooks and I am wearing my ranunculus. I've done it very off the shoulder using drop spell. It's also slightly cropped, but I've managed to stick it into my high-waisted trousers. So that is the outfit.
So I've done 3 Unravel vlogs so far, and in every single one, there must be a what's in my bag.
Hello, we're back. I think I wore the same bag last time, so water bottle, tea flask with Pret oat sticker, phone. The case is still the same. Kew Gardens bag in case I find any goodies. My wallet, headphones. Thanks, Céline. My lip is, it's a Merit shade Slick tinted lip oil, which is the best, in Marrakesh. And then, guys, it's back. I know you've been waiting. The bag of bags. It's all the same stuff as last time, except for I don't know if I showed my Tide pen last time. For when you eat and you're wearing a white shirt and then you spill, it cleans it up immediately. And I have to hoard them and bring them in from the States because they don't sell them here. Katie said they do it on Amazon now, so that's great. Other highlights include my little fragrance by Rosie Jane, a little sewing kit, because you never know. Although today I wouldn't need it because I'm not wearing anything that is sewn.
Your buttons?
My buttons are sewn, that's true. But they're sewn on so well. And then my project is a little gift knit for my sister. It's just the beginning, but it's going to be the Simple Knit Hood by Lealika. She saw mine and said, I want one. I'm just loving this colorway. It's like the ocean. That is in camel's yarn, which is just so gorgeous. This is the Cribber, and then 2 strands of mohair. If you're looking for gift knit ideas, that's such a good pattern.
You will be happy to know I didn't overpack this time. I tried not to overpack this time. This is my little knitter tote bag that I got from Beautiful Knitters. We've got tripod, microphones, hairbrush. This needs to go in the bin. My umbrella. This was actually a Christmas gift. Which Christmas gift idea? A t-shirt in case I get too warm in my knit, a nail file, lipstick. This is the one I wear every single day. This Kiko Smart Fusion lipstick in the shade 405. A hair clip, my glasses, sunglasses, power bank. This is also a staple for my Unravel bag. Some bubble mint gum, the best flavor out there. My little fragrance. Today we're wearing Gucci Flora. Gorgeous Gardenia. And lastly is my project bag. I actually don't have a project, I need to cast it on. I designed the Evie hood, I think back in March, and I want to make matching mittens. So I have the Camel's Yarn Flora Day sock set, and I'm holding it with some pink mohair I had in stash. And yeah. Quick intermission from editing Céline. I thought you guys deserve a little bit more context about this project that I'm working on. Earlier this year, I released the pattern for my Evie hood. I'm actually really chuffed with how this sits on the head. I think it's quite flattering, which is really nice. And I've enjoyed this design so much that I really want to make matching mittens. It took me absolute ages to decide how I'm going to construct these mittens. You see, I had to really study the different ways I could go about it, but now I've identified the game plan and I'm confident to start and write up the pattern. The main resource I've been using to learn all of these knitting techniques is the Knitting Circle, who are very kindly sponsoring today's video. The Knitting Circle is your online resource for all things knitting. It offers classes, video tutorials, and patterns covering knitting basics, core skills, advanced techniques, and so much more. I have evaluated so many cast on and bind off techniques for these Evie mittens. All were from classes by Jen Lucas, covering the knitwise bind off, knitted cast on, long tail cast on, and side note, I finally learned how to avoid that one loose, super annoying stitch at the end of a bind off. You all know what I'm talking about. I feel like it's a knitter's first world problem, but yeah, there's a class for it. So along the entire way of this brainstorming process, I had a very solid helping hand. Yeah, this platform is just a lovely place on the internet where you can follow really talented and friendly instructors to amp up your projects, and you can also connect with fellow knitters to share ideas and ask questions. And ultimately, the community aspect of knitting is just the best part of it, I think. If any of you knitty friends are interested in joining the platform, the first 1,000 of you to click the link in my description box will get 1 full year of premium membership to the Knitting Circle for only $1.49, and that's valid for new members only. I hope that gave you a little bit more context about these Evie mittens that I'm working on, that I started on the train to Unravel. So let's pick it back up from there and see what else we got in our bags.
A little BTS for you. Here, wait.
Yeah, I know. This is just...
Is that ASMR? Am I an influencer now?
I found this bag in a charity shop last week for £3.50. It's an old accessorised one, but it's just so like big and slouchy and fits everything in. In here I have got my water bottle, I've got a brolly, got my vlogging camera, which is a really fancy little contraption, portable charger, because my phone literally, you use it for 1 second and it's down to like 10%. It's so annoying. Some sunnies, my phone, and I've got a new phone case and it's like tinned fish. It's like sardines. I love tinned fish so much. My little knitting swan notions pouch, which I am using as like a little makeup bag, I guess. I've got some Charlotte Tilbury concealer, a Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Super You. If anyone's pale like me and is looking for a nude, it's a nice one. Also got a little Carmex. I've got a tote bag with my name on it. I think one of my best friends gave me this as a bridesmaid present. Actually, I think that's a great bridesmaid present. Tote bag with your name on it, and that's just in case I make any purchases. I'm doing my first sample knit, which is basically like I'm knitting a sample for a yarn brand, and that yarn brand is one of my favourites, Zakami. I think this is one of their new colourways. It's called Cycling on the Milky Way. I just feel like this is such a potato chippy project because I like seeing how all the colours are coming out. So this is a shawl. It's called the Vega Shawl by Emma Vining, and we're getting there. It's quite an interesting shape. I'm really close to doing this, finishing this soon, and then I can post it back to Zakami.
Okay, so I got my bag that goes from a bag to bag to bag, and it's inspired by Claire because she introduced me to this. Cleaner for my glasses, blush from Merit, a lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. And then I got my cards, like, you know, my IDs, my driving license, which I never use because I am a terrible driver. My rain hat, another pair of glasses, hairbrush, bounce, and my knitting project, which it's basically a little neckerchief with beads. And the yarn I'm using for it is the Prime from Cardiff Cashmere. It's just the softest thing ever. It feels like a little kitten. Still kind of not even halfway through. The yardage is brilliant. Everything is stored in my Beautiful Knitters vintage project bag that we had in stock like 2 years ago or something like that. That's it.
Just got to move. Take a look at all the shining lights. Nothing beats that view. Will you meet me on the floor tonight? And it's California. I couldn't have warned you, baby. Ooh. Yeah, this place just makes you. Kinda makes you want to. Yeah, it makes you want to.
Hi friends, I'm here with a new friend. This is Carl
Hi.
from Super Effective Fibres.
Really nice to meet you. Welcome
Really
to
nice
my
to meet
crazy
you.
corner of the world. I have been a buyer before and I do love this show, but it's my first exhibiting and I'm having so much fun.
Basically, it was the first stand we bumped into when we got in, and I was so excited to see these stitch markers, first of all. I'm going to be getting a pizza, spoiler, for my haul.
I collect them, and then I just realise everyone else wants them as well, so I have to sell them as well. It's an obsession. Shopping is it's an obsession.
Yeah,
of course
tell me
it is.
about
Yeah.
it. I wanted to hear more about your brand, also this
Yes.
little Pokemon situation. I thought it was just so cute and interesting.
I love anything geeky, gaming, pop culture. If it inspires me, I dye it. I want to create something for everyone. And Pokemon is at the heart of all of that. 1,090 something Pokemon at the moment. I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's around there. Imagine yarn for every single one of them, right?
Oh my god, who's your
Imagine.
favorite Pokemon?
Sizzle, Scyther's Evolution. It's obscure. I don't care. I don't want to be basic and say Pikachu and Charizard like everyone else, okay?
Mine's
Sizzle.
Jigglypuff.
Oh, I had a Jigglypuff pin. It's a Pusheen Jigglypuff.
Pusheen?
Yeah. You get 50 grams of your Pokemon of choice. Here's Charizard.
Oh my
very
gosh, I
nice.
see it.
Yeah. Pikachu. Yellow, red, and black. Eevee in the traditional browns of Eevee.
You are so good at it. They are so spot on.
Pikachu in a Pokeball. There you go. And then what you do for 20 grams, your contrast colour, you pick the Pokeball that you want. If you want a great ball, or a heavy ball, or a love ball, the 20-gram contrast, and you can make a pair of socks. Catch them all, guys. Catch them all. I've only got 9. The rest are coming. 1,000 to go.
Enough said, guys. There's nothing to add to that. Like, that's the best thing I've ever heard. Thank you so much, Carl.
Thank you for being here
Best
and
of
enjoying my
luck.
crazy little corner. Welcome to my brain, guys.
Thank you so much for
This is
letting us in.
Yeah.
There's dinner in the yard, out behind the cars. Tonight we're gonna do something different. I will make the things that I know how to make. You will make something more delicious. A sweet potato pie on a flimsy paper plate. Baby, I don't think it gets much better. There isn't much to keep. We lay down and fall asleep till the morning comes around to find love. I still keep with me these little memories.
You guys, I'm back with Helen, my bestie from Unravel. So last year, was it last year? No, in February. It was in February, we did a little interview, so make sure you go check that vlog. But there's a little update from Helen. What's going on in your life?
So I bought a sheep.
And what's her name?
Her name's Nancy.
She's called Nancy. Yeah, tell us about Nancy, how she's doing. Like, is she cuddly? What's she saying?
So she is a Beulah speckled-faced sheep, which is a local breed to my area and uplands of West Wales. She is gorgeous. She is a ewe lamb, which means that she was born this spring, and I helped to look after her with my friend and neighbour who is the sheep farmer that I have a flock with. She's adorable. She is already 69 kilos in weight.
A big part of it is wool.
The fleece is heavy enough.
Yeah, the fleece must be heavy
Probably
and
about
super
a third
dense.
of her weight is the
That's
fleece.
crazy. Oh my gosh, and what's happening in 2 years?
So she's young still, so she won't be bred next year, but the year after she's going to be bred. And
she's gonna have
hopefully I'll
babies.
have little baby lambs.
And you have a YouTube channel, so
I
people
do,
can
yes.
will be able to follow along.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I'll put all the links in the description box. Thank you so much. Hope you're having the best Unravel ever.
It's fantastic.
And as
I love
always,
it.
it's the best time to see Ellen.
Thank you so much.
Darling, I would die for you. Tell 1,000 lies for you. Love you like the ocean. Love you in slow motion. Anything.
Friends, we're at the end of our little Unravel tour, and I thought we would put a little cherry on top of the cake by meeting Jim.
Hi.
Because Jim has an incredible story behind his brand.
We are Oxford Biocolours. We have developed what we think is one of the world's first natural plant-based dyeing systems. Just released our first collection, which is 5 beautifully muted neutral colours, and we've got some of our new colours coming out later in the year. We spent a lot of time developing our own plant-based dyes, so they're all mordant-free. We don't use any mordants in our dyeing process, but they're also colour fast. We spend a lot of time and effort making sure that they're colour fast, so you can put them in a washing machine. The wool will felt beautifully, but the colour will still be there. You can put them on a washing line as long as you don't leave them out for too many months. The colour will still be there. We've also made sure that they work industrially, so we actually do our dyeing. This is some of our dye work going on in a dye house in Scotland that we work in, so that we can scale and actually do this and show that there's a true alternative to synthetic dyes and that we can do more colours effectively. We've got some of our first patents coming out, which we're very proud of. We've partnered up with the Knit Pearl girl, Sophie Hemmings, who's done an amazing job. Yeah, so working with our first sweater, that's coming out at the end of the month. We're actually attending Yarndale up in Skipton, so that's going to be hopefully ready for Yarndale.
How exciting!
And we've got our first hat. Sophie never, when we first started working with her, she was like, I don't do accessories, I don't do hats. If you want something like that, work with someone else. And then a couple of weeks after having a yarn, she's like, I've designed you a hat. And we were like, wonderful. I can't actually knit a cable, do a cable knit at the moment, so I'm going to have to learn. But otherwise, we're very proud.
You'll be grand. You'll be grand.
Fingers
it's super
crossed.
fun.
So I knit as well, and I work with a lovely group near where I live, who are a lovely group of ladies who have helped me knit and taken me through knitting effectively. It's very simple, but all of the swatches are mine.
Cute.
My wife is the crocheter, so some of the stuff we've got sitting on the other side is all the stuff that she's crocheted. It's one of those things I've had to take up. If you're going to do a yarn brand, you can't really not knit, right?
Oh my gosh, amazing. And I love the muted colours. They're so gorgeous. I love the outfit as well.
Thank you. We're looking like a weirdo wearing a lab coat at a yarn show.
We're all about it. I love the branding so much. Thank you so much, Jim.
Wonderful.
It was a pleasure.
Sun cats through the corner of my window, playing catch. I wonder, do they get tired? Good company, purring on my lap. Not a
My little haul for today is very small. I spent just £5 on a couple of little things. One little tag for a finished knit, which says finished object on it, and it's just so sweet. This was from a South Korean brand called Goobles, and they're just super sweet, and I just thought it was so cute. From Carl, I got this amazing little stitch marker, which is so cute, and this is actually a gift for a gamer friend of mine. I just couldn't leave it. It's just so cute. And then the last thing that I got was just one more little stitch marker, and this is from Tom Dyson Woodworking. He hand whittles these wooden stitch markers, and I just thought it was so beautiful. I loved the colors. I don't know if you can really tell, but the wood grain is just really beautiful. I'm just really excited to use it on a project. I don't have anything like it, so a little tag and a little stitch marker for my future use.
I stuck well within my budget today. I had a budget of £50. The first thing I'll show you is my knitted knocker, which is my little knitted boobie that they knit for charity to support women who have gone through breast cancer. So I'm so excited to proudly show this off. I might just add it onto my keychain when I get back home. I did make a cheeky little yarn purchase. We found a brand called Namolio that did the most beautiful linen, and so I picked up a couple of these pure linen in a really nice kind of warm brown shade, but I also got some more colours, a navy and a cream, and I'm thinking either a striped open gauge summer top, but we shall see. I don't really have a plan for this yet, but I'm very excited about it. One more purchase. My final thing, and I've added it to my necklace, same as Claire, I got a little PlayStation gaming controller. Great, fantastic, and I think my husband's really going to appreciate that as well.
So I bought this beautiful skein of hand-dyed yarn from Ireland, from Biocolours Fibres. It's Romney and BFL blend, and it's beautiful. It's fingering weight. I think we might stock this brand at Beautiful Knitters if everything goes well. The next thing I bought is same as Katie, the charity booby with some little tassels. Look at that. And last but not least, I got a little unicorn stitch marker. Look at that. Everybody was in this kind of vibe of buying stitch markers, so I had to jump on. And I bought some donuts from Bells.
Guys, I'm so proud of myself. I didn't buy any yarn, but I bought some exciting things. So the first one are these insoles. These are felted insoles from Fernhill Farm, and they are cut by Bella Couche. As you can see, it's a very big size. I thought it would be the perfect gift for my uncle who suffers from very cold feet. So I reckon he could just pop them in his shoes. No one would ever gift him this and he will be so grateful. Like Claire, also got this little finished object tag. So cute. I should totally put it on like a red knit, right? It's starting to rain, oh goodness. Let me do this fast. Also got a little knitted knocker, my little booby. I got a pink one, so I attached it to my belt strap for now. She's super cute. Last but not least, I got some stitch markers. I got a set of 3. I'm a big fan of pizza and food, so I got a winky face pizza. Stunning. Then I got McDonald's fries. Also, like most of the gals, a little black joystick, is this what it's called? And I might give it to my brother for his keys, although it's a stitch marker progress keeper, but he can just pop it on his keys. Also, I got a little cute bracelet, Unravel bracelet from Jane that I bumped into at the festival, so I thought that was very sweet. Thank you, Jane. And that is it. We had such a good time. It's raining now, so we're gonna hit some charity shops.
Com cabelos cor de mel singela, seu nome é Mabel, é uma menina cheia de vida. Se vamos para a praia, não esquece a sandália e se olha pro céu. Se pudesse organizava a estrela. Se a casa está vazia um dia, também vou ficar e te ver crescer me faz tão feliz.
Hey friends, this is Keely. Hi, who are you?
Hi, I'm Keely.
So listen, I thought it was essential for you guys to meet her because Keely is my colleague from my work. Look at you, you literally look like a princess elf. Stunning. Our desks are next to each other. I wouldn't live without Keely at work. And you know what's happening today? What's happening today, girl?
We are going to see Twilight in concert. Ho, 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 ho.
How did it start? How did our whole Twilight thing start?
We were away on a work trip, weren't we? But then we watched like 2 of them. We watched in your hotel room.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that this Twilight in concert thing was happening and I said, Keely, we must
We gotta
go.
Although we knew we liked musicals, even though this isn't a musical.
Yeah.
We went to one last year. I forget what it was called.
Girls and boys?
Guys and girls. You kept calling it, or she kept calling it.
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
We're doing that and we're very excited. I really hope this is not the first and only time you'll see Keely. You see, Keely is a foraging queen, aren't you?
She loves a forage. I do love a forage. I would very much like to start, and it's been brewing for a while, many years, a little foraging channel.
Yes.
For any foragers who want to follow along.
Let us know in the comments if you think Keely should do this. I think she should so do this. She's so good at it already and she didn't even start. And hopefully we'll one day collab on some yarn hand dyeing. Give you little foraged bits from your garden.
We so have to, it'd be so good.
So yeah, I'm very glad you got to meet Keely. And now let's head to Twilight in concert. And we're back home. It's the next day. It's Sunday. I was so exhausted by the end of the day last night, especially my legs were not having it. I have restless leg syndrome, and a day like yesterday is really hard on my legs. I was really struggling at the Twilight in concert, just sitting down and sitting still, and I needed to put my legs up, and it was just a hard time. But It was actually a dream of a day. I did all the things that I love doing the most. I can't believe that was my 4th Unravel. It's definitely been the most social yet. I have made a lot of friends going every single time because a lot of the vendors are the same. So you always see the same people and it's just so nice to catch up with everyone. And, you know, most of the knitting community meets online. And when in-person things like these happen, it's just so lovely. Everyone is just so happy to see everyone. So it was really, really good vibes. If you went, I hope you had a lovely time. You may have seen my recent video where I was reorganizing and going through my entire yarn stash, and that was a true wake-up call. Brought me down to earth and made me realize that I need to change my attitude, my approach, and my habits. Going into Unravel yesterday, I gave myself the budget of £20. Ideally, I didn't want to buy any yarn, and I managed to follow that. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so happy. It feels amazing. I still feel fulfilled. I don't feel like I've missed out on anything. Probably also because it was such a beautiful social experience that in itself was just so rewarding. And I'm also so proud of the knit crew, the girls I went with. We all stayed within our budgets. It makes me feel really good. Kind of the feeling you get after a workout or after you've had a nice, healthy, nourishing, wholesome meal. The process of it might feel a little scary and not the most fun, but then once you've done it, you just feel so content. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. That being said, I wanted to end this video by sharing my top 3 highlights from Unravel Festival Autumn 2025. At number 3 is a yarn that I touched that felt unlike any other yarn I've ever touched. When I put my hands on that skein, my brain was very confused. Now, you're going to have to go off of my description because the visual isn't going to do it justice. You're not going to get what I'm about to describe just by looking at it, but this was a linen blend yarn. It was mainly linen and then a little percentage of polyester. Pretty normal, right? You probably have touched that blend before. I don't know what was up with this one. It was so crazy. It felt like leather. It was extremely bizarre. I had never, ever, ever touched anything like it. I think it would be a really good yarn for a bag. And if there would have been more colors, maybe I might have considered getting a skein or 2. I'm definitely going to check out the website at some point to see if there's an interesting color for a bag. Maybe like a chocolatey brown. That would be so good for a bag. Sorry, the image has gotten super yellow, but I had to switch the lights on because it got too dark outside. But anyways, in second place is Woven Art by Ali Lou Field. She had a stand at the festival and she makes these beautiful frames of woven art. A really small one, basically the size of this business card. She told me it takes about 5 hours, which is so incredible, and they look amazing. She actually wasn't selling the woven art at the show. It was more for display. She was there at a stand with another business, but she does have her own thing where she sells it. So I'm definitely going to look into purchasing something from her. I probably would have gotten a little woven art piece if she had sold them yesterday. Such incredible talent and made me want to get into weaving little landscapes myself. And finally, in first place, we have something for the animal lovers, specifically cat lovers. Now, I'm a dog person, but the reason behind that is just that I grew up with dogs. I've never had a cat, and I love a cat. I love every animal ever, but I just struggle to read a cat's mind. A dog, I know exactly what they're thinking. A cat, I just don't understand the language, but that doesn't mean I don't love them. I love them. Let me know if you're a dog or a cat person. I'm digressing, but there was this cat sweater. Look at it. It's amazing. Are you ready to see what it looks like at the back? I know, guys. This was the funniest thing I saw yesterday. It made us all laugh, and there's just nothing like a good laugh, you know? And friends, that is it for the Unravel vlog. We were saying with our little knit crew that it would be so nice to visit different yarn festivals as well. There are a couple coming up in the UK. Who knows? It would be so amazing to make it to Rhinebeck one year. Let me know in the comments if you've ever been to a yarn festival and which one's been your favorite. Of course, let me know what you're currently working on while watching this video. And since we were talking about behaving with the yarn stashes and the spending, let me know in the comments if you have any good intentions that you'd like to act upon, and perhaps we can all keep each other accountable. I feel like that really helped me being with the others, kind of having this common goal of behaving. I thank you so much for sticking till the end of this video. I really appreciate the company. I will leave leave my Instagram on screen in case you'd like to follow my creations more in real time. I've been having so much fun making Instagram reels lately, by the way. I will say bye for now, and I hope to see you in my next video.